just want to ask a quick question. Because there's a lot of things going on in the world there. They're taking the big book, the Bible, out of schools and libraries and other places. And I wanted to ask you, I want to get your opinion on it and ask you why you think that this could be occurring, or this wave of of war against Christianity. To take them out of the schools, and take them out of everywhere. What do you want to do about that? What do you think what is happening there?
Okay, if I can get this right, I think that you're asking me, what do I think is taking place? Them taking Christianity or the Bible or God out of our school system, our education, where our children are being taught.
Mm-hmm.
My answer to that would be, number one, when we was talking before, and I know these people don't know what we're talking about, but when me and you and I were talking before, I had said something in reference to the legion of the followers of Satan. Okay, and there's so many different ways I can describe this that can bring you to a place that is relatable. For instance, I don't know if everybody who's listening or yourself can understand what levels of evil and the type of people who bring them. And if you want to destroy a community or a population, you would attack the children. And my opinion, okay, because this isn't biblical, but this is just my opinion, that I think that the followers of Satan are inside of our institutions, such as our education institutions, where our schools. Satan's followers are also in our hospitals, and Satan's followers are in our police station, and they're just all over the place, in our political system, in our government, all over the place. But to talk about the school and why do I think that they took it out? Because I think they want to teach the children everything but God. I think that they intentionally, purposely want to focus on academic skills and not spiritual knowledge and understanding. I believe that is from the devil. I believe the origin of that comes from the devil. I believe the origin of the plan, design, comes from the devil. That's what I believe.
Okay. Well, I mean, you don't think that maybe there could be some sort of indoctrination going on? Like maybe some sort of reprogramming, re-education? Because when you think about it, Christianity, our country is based off of Christianity, which you want to relate to the Trinity. But do you think that there's some sort of indoctrination, some sort of plan in place to where they have to take the Bible? Now, out of all the Bibles in the library, why this particular one book? Why this particular one text? Do they want to subtract out of all the other books? I mean, now people believe that the Bible is a fairy tale, and oh, it's make believe. Well, what about Harry Potter? What about the ghosts and the goblins? And are those believable? Because that would make it believable that maybe that we're not alone. Would that make sense? What do you think? What do you think is really going on? Do you think it's really deeper than the I know that you said that the devil had a lot of servants and who were up in different police, education, politics, all those things. But where do you think it's coming from? Like, where do you think it's going? What direction do you think it's going? If we have gotten this far,
let me get this right. Let me let you get this part right. When you subtract God and when you subtract the devil and you just have us doing things like he did this, he did that. See, then you lose direction because you don't know the source. And I'm only saying this because I'm aware that there is a war that's bigger than us that's going on. And when you put your attention on this and not this, not God, because Satan automatically, then this is why I keep saying that Satan and God, because it's only good and evil, bad seeds, good seeds. We're all over the place. So many undecided people, we don't know where to go this, where to go right. We don't know if to believe in God and not to believe in God. People are all over the place. They're doing all kind of things. Their faith is like this. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you stand firm and solid, like God is my rock. Today, God is my rock. He's my rock, solid. I'm not trying to figure nothing out. So I believe that the insight that I have, my outlook, my perspective, the way I feel that God allows me to see things, the angle of it is when you say, why are these people doing this? And I'm not confused. Why? It's so easy, simple to me, because I feel as though the devil's working. He just got people out here in different lanes, different fields, different institutions, different locations. He's working constantly all over the place. In every field you think of. And let me go a little step further. When you start learning about the Lord and your spirit man grows, you start to get to see a little more. It's just how deep he really is. You can't do nothing on this planet without God.
I agree.
Pete. Because I know there's a lot of people saying, watch, I'm doing this, watch, I can do that. Like, hold on, let me get this one joint out. A lot of people can say that. But see, there's a thing. There is really a true peace. There's really, really a true peace. There's really, really a true love. There really, really, really is a true comfort. Really is a true understanding. When you just think about being confused, these words, they've been thrown around so often that when given to you, it's like hard to absorb it. But when it lines up, there's certain people that it's going to line up properly to where you can hear the spirit. You can hear it. You can feel it. Like literally, you can feel it. You can literally feel it like it'll vibrate through you. You ever hear somebody say, "Move, give me goosebumps"? You can feel it. And I know that you get disconnected from the spirit when you all in this worldly stuff. Someone so worldly, you can just watch through behavior. That how could they receive you? When it's too full, it's too much. It's too much. It's way too much. But I do know what you can eat. I know what you can eat. Because let's say if we bring it down a notch, remember we was talking about that extra sensory perception level? You know what I'm saying? Remember we was talking about that? some things that you might be able to receive is that you could look at a nigga in the street and be able to tell, like, homeboy shouted, banged on a nigga, and came in here, was chilling, eating a bowl of cereal, and he's like, yo, I made, what the story was, and like, man, this is the second time he came in here talking about he done banged on somebody, and I actually seen it on the joint. So I know he ain't telling me no fairy tale. But at the same time, he makes me think that he wants me to look at him like a gangster. When I look at him like he's just wearing evil. If you can get me. Like, he thinks that he's showing me something. Or, you know what I mean? I don't know, not by actually doing the act that's taking place, but I'm talking about when the story is being told, I feel like he's like trying to tell me something in the process. But for real, all I see is the blanket of evil. And who am I to say he's a demon or he's possessed and enjoys it? Who am I to say that? But I know what I see. I know that he's just chilling and he goes about his day with unconsciously would be different. But consciously knowing what you've done and what you did and to still be flowing, to me, it's evil. It twists my stomach to see, you know what I'm saying, if I stab somebody in their stomach, even if I had to do it, it would twist my stomach up, poking somebody up. You know what I'm saying? It twists my stomach because I don't like to be creating harm to nobody. I don't like seeing somebody screaming for their life. I don't like that kind of stuff. Some brothers like to talk about, they live this. This is what they, you know what I mean? This is just, and you know why they do it? They do it for that moment of making somebody else feel like they about it. Satan's bad, man. Because you really ain't about it. Not no nigga. You couldn't make me think that I'm worried about nothing that you could do. Nothing. And that's only because I know God. And when I be thinking about brothers who have that jacket, that wear that like that, bro, it is dangerous. That's why I don't go out and be out and about doing certain things, because I don't challenge the evil. You understand? I don't challenge it. I'm not scared. I don't challenge it. It makes me feel like, I don't know, God gives me awareness, man, to stay alive and to give somebody else life. Tell somebody else something that I may have been through in my life, and I can save somebody else's life. And they may have the opportunity of having children and being able to, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, for real, when the question,
carry the load, you know what I'm saying? Carry that legacy with them.
With what? What's that?
Legacy. You know what I mean? You can be for somebody in their life and help them in their life. They can have children and they can tell that legacy to them. So,
but if you really knew the impact of being able to keep someone alive, think about it. The devil don't want us to live.
of course.
So someone to have to show that they bad by how many bodies they caught. Think about, you have to identify with evil. You have to identify with this.
But it goes a little deeper than that, though. Because you have to understand there's different levels of evil. And that's just one level.